Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And it is time that the old book outlet haul reveals itself on this channel. I received my book outlet books at probably the first week into the month, and I've just never gotten around to I've looked through the stuff here, but I haven't got around to getting it out and filming it and showing it. But gosh darn it, I'm going to get this stuff out and put away on the shelves and start coloring it in, and I don't want to include it with my end of the month haul. So let's just get started. I got a big box full here, so get yourself a drink, a coffee, whatever is your liquid of choice, and put up your feet and come join me and let's look at some cool coloring books. This is the only one out of the whole box that I got that I'm not that thrilled with. Jane Foster is a screen printing artist, and this is her first coloring book. It is printed in a pad format so that the pages are meant to be ripped out. It has all sorts of that's a portrait of her in her studio, but their pages are single-sided, and I'm not doing a whole flip here, so the pictures are okay. I mean, I expected a little bit more of, you know, like this, lots of stuff on the page rather than single, like this. This is what I expected lots of. And, you know, some of it's okay. I like doing patterns, no problem with that. And, you know, as I go along, I think, oh, well, yeah, I'll do that. But, you know, this might be one where I just start at the beginning and I do a page, or maybe I'll take a little 12-pack of markers or pencil crayons with me and tear out a sheet when I'm on my way to my doctor's appointments. I don't know. I've never really colored in public before. So that's okay. And that's basically the only one this month that gets an okay. I was really thrilled with everything else. The next are some books in the I Heart Coloring Something series. When these first came out, just taking a sip. When these first started coming out, they didn't do anything for me because I wasn't into small coloring books. But now I can really see the value of them, because sometimes I finish coloring something and, you know, I sit down and I think, what am I going to do now? Start watching TV, and I just need something, but I don't want to go through the process of picking out another picture to finish. And that's why I see that's what I see is good with these little books. And they are really cute. Some of them are double-sided and some of them are single-sided. The cat's one is single-sided. It's got a pattern on the back of every page. And this is every kind of style that you can think of is in here. Admittedly, a lot of Zen doodly stuff, but not all. And it is really cute. I really like it. And also, when I saw that they have a Narwhals, one of these books, that is #1 on my list to still get. It wasn't available at Book Outlet. So the next one I got was I Love Cute Coloring, and this one is adorable. I just absolutely love this one. This one is double-sided, and these are just gorgeous pictures. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. Okay, I should be checking to see if these have an author. All right. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, here we go. It's illustrated by Jess Bradley, who incorporates material from Shutterstock. And this one is this one doesn't say anything about an illustrator. Oh, here we are. Illustrated by Erica Salcedo, Lizzie Preston, and Valerie Valenza. Okay, so we do get illustrator information. Then I got I Love Coloring Flowers. These have a lot of patterns in them like this. I like coloring patterns. And I also like coloring leaves. So that will get me there. Let's see who illustrated this one. Illustrated by Lizzie Preston and Jane Ryder Gray. I've heard of both of those names. This was the first one, I Love Coloring. And what does it say? Illustrated by Felicity French, with additional material she has adapted from Shutterstock. Cool. And then this one, I Love Unicorns. And this one is delightful, and it is illustrated by Jessie Eckel. And this one is single-sided. So of all the ones I got, cats and unicorns are single-sided. I don't know if those are because they're newer and that's the way they make them now, or if they just pick and choose. But yeah, there's even a few in here with black backgrounds. So that's cute. Those are adorable. I love those. Okay, so then next, I had to get these. I just absolutely had to get these. I have been drooling over the Owls one for a long time. And then she came out with bears, and I loved that one too. And then, oh my gosh, sloths. I just had to have owls, bears, and sloths, or I just needed them in my life. So I knew I was getting those three. On Bookoutlet, they had owls, cats, and dogs. Now, cats and dogs were not on my must-have list, but since I knew I was going to be buying owls, bears, sloths, and probably unicorns, I decided that I will get the whole set because I cannot have most of part of a set. So here is my owls, and I just absolutely love this book. I love illustrations of owls. And I'm not too into like actual real life owls, or I've got a few owl ornaments, but I really like illustrations of owls the most. Then this is her cats one, and this is her favorite one, and the illustration, you can tell that I don't want to say that she was beginning, because of course she wasn't just a beginner, but her art has improved as each book goes along. Million Dogs, I believe, came out at the same time as Million Cats, and I am not a fan of dogs at all, but I'll color some in here. So I got those three. Then I had to pick up this Zen Doodle because it was on my wish list. I like Jeanette Wummel's books from the Zen Doodle line. They're always very cute animal ones, and I just love cute bugs. Do not like bugs in real life, but I like pictures of cute bugs. I like pictures of real bugs and insects too. So this is just adorable. Look, there's a spider and it's cute. Yeah. Jeanette Wummel is a Zen Doodly artist. And oh, that's nice. Yes, this is going to be fun. I had to have this one. I got a few others of hers, so I think maybe I'll go this way so they all don't go flying. Okay, then I got this series here, and this is a pattern series. There's other stuff in these too, but the reason I got them was for the patterns. They're called The Art of Mindfulness. And the titles I got are Relaxed and Focused, Happy and Energized, Peace and Calm, Restful and Balanced. Now, I don't know how this book can prove its claim that while I color in it, I will feel peace and calm, and this one will make me happy and energized. But never mind, I won't hold it to its claims. So these have all sorts of different pictures in them, double-sided, of course. This is from the day when most of them were, but there's a variety of pictures in here, and they are done by real artists. There's no Shutterstock stuff in here. The beginning of each book tells you who the illustrators are, and a couple of these I think have Angela Porter, who is one of my favorite illustrators. So, who illustrated this one? This one is illustrated by Angela Porter, Angela Van Dam, Carol Spencer, Cindy Wilde, Emily Hamilton, Faye Martin, Felicity French, Hannah Davies, Lizzie Preston, and Sally Moret. Very good. Happy and Energized. Yeah, I guess they kind of like have different themes going through them. Not really, but I get fish and water and leaves in this one a lot. So this one is illustrated by Amanda Hillier, Angelica Sudamore, Anne Shuttlewood, Claire Cater, Faye Buckingham, Joe Taylor. Joe Taylor, she does some Creative Haven, I believe. Julie Ingram, Katrine Alt, Louise Wright, Pimlada Fuba Pradit, and Sam Lohman. A lot in that one. Peace and Calm. Oh, this has got, oh no. Yeah, they're different. Each book has its own kind of vibe going on here. So yeah, it's not the same thing over and over at all. I would get more of these. Okay, so let's go. We have Andrew Rowland, Angela Porter, there she is, Angela Van Dam, Emily Hamilton, Felicity French, Hannah Davies, James Newman Gray, Lizzie Preston, Matt Edwards, Rebecca Dinage, and Sally Moret. And this one is by Anne Biazancevic and Claire Cater. Oh, this one only has two. And the picture's a little different in here. We've got some like actual, oh no, just had a couple there of like just one-sided, a picture of an animal. Little collections like this. There's just a big bird. Oh, cool. I really like those. Okay, then while we're looking at those, let's take a look at these. And I believe there's one of these on the bottom too. But these are pattern books too. These are hardcover, and each one is called Something Therapy, an anti-stress coloring book, and this is color. Now these are really pretty books. They're by Running Press, and they have actual illustrators. This one is Richard Merritt, Cindy Wilde, and Laura Kate Chapman. Now I believe, yes, So these do have some of the stuff colored, which I'm iffy about, but I don't mind the backgrounds being colored in. That just like takes care of one whole thing, and I'm starting with a picture half done. So that's perfectly fine. It's when they get inside the picture and start coloring it, because how can you, how can you mix the colors? So that's going to be interesting. How can you come up with the same colors? That's, So we'll have to see what happens with those ones, but there's lots that just have the background done, or none. And these are really pretty just to look at. So this one's about color, and each chapter is like given a color. Does it tell you the... Yeah, so it starts off with red and a complementary color of green, and then that's how it goes throughout the whole book. And the next one that I have here is Creative Therapy, an anti-stress coloring book. And this one is illustrated by Hannah Davies, Richard Merritt, and Joe Taylor. And the editor for these books is Lauren Farnsworth of Colortronic fame. Okay, so this one's got spaces open for you to add your own doodles. That's... I didn't realize that. Yeah, so that's a little disappointing. Or is it just the last section, doodling? Okay, now these ones don't have any open spots. These are really nice. All sorts of Zentangly things with just the background done mostly. Cool. And they're pretty colors, and it's really nice paper. Okay, so that one's cool too. Alright. Then I got The Art of Coloring, Disney's The Muppets. Disney has to buy everything, doesn't it? So now the Muppets are Disney, and this is one of the Disney Art of Coloring books. It does have a lot of wallpaper in it, but there are not too many books out there, coloring books of the Muppets. So that's what I picked it for. I like these two old guys. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of pictures, and some of the patterns I'll color. That. Yeah, I can see myself coloring a lot of the... It's just these ones with the records. They're weird. Yeah, so I'm glad to add that to my collection. Guess I'll put it in the Disney. And then I have another Angela Porter Color Me book. So this adds Fearless to my collection. Now these are very hard. Well, they're not hard covers, but they're made of very thick hardcover. And I've shown these books on my book before. So they've got mandalas, they've got shapes, and then they go into scenery and all sorts of things on single-sided paper to color, all by Angela Porter. Running out of room to put stuff. Let's just hope the pile doesn't fall over. Okay, so we're getting there. Oh, two piles left here. So then I got the Beatrix Potter coloring book. I've hummed and hawed over this one so many times, but I've seen enough flip-throughs of it that I like it. Like, this is like a wreath to color in. And on the back there's a little saying, well, quote from the book. Oh, it's a little picture of this, and it tells you what it is, 2 bag mice. So other than that, they're single-sided. Paper's cream. And these are lovely adaptations of Beatrix Potter's. So we got a couple of wallpaper ones. Like that, I don't mind coloring, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's nice. I'm glad I got that. And then Animal Odyssey, I have his other one, Creature Odyssey? No, I don't know what the other one's called. Something Odyssey, and I really like it. So I thought I would get this one to go along with it. He just has the 2 books that are called something Odyssey. So that makes a duo. Nice tangled animals. And then these are gorgeous books, and when I went to pick them up, there had been all 3 of them, but there was only one left. And this is Elves in Wonderland by Marcos Chin. And this is just great art. There are little puzzles to do on each page, like hidden picture things. Those I would just cover up when I was doing my background. And they're certainly not on every page. And then the second half of the book has black backgrounds. And they're not the same pictures, it's just that it's turned nighttime. Cool. So yeah, all together he has elves, mermaids, and fairies, I believe. And each book has a an accompanying postcard book. So I'll try and get the other 2 in those because I really like that. And then I got the Flower Fairies coloring book, which I've again been debating over whether to get or not, but I've seen enough flips of it that I decided to go with it. So these are adaptations of Cicely Mary Barker's Flower Fairies, and again, it's by the same people as did the Beatrix Potter book, so they have a little picture of the one in the front, and it has a quote from the book. So it's the same kind of things, except different. So that's nice. Those are 2 nice books to have together. The Flower Fairies coloring book and the Beatrix Potter book. They go together. Okay, so now I have one last pile that I can get out of here. Okay, so 3 books. Okay, so I finally got Denise Cleet's Fairies in Dreamland, the book that started it all. I have mermaids and gnomes, and I'm getting them backwards, but now I have fairies. Don't see very many people coloring in this one anymore because gnomes is so popular, and the mermaids still come up too. So maybe I'll have to do something out of this one first, so maybe get it rolling again. And then I got Meditative Designs, and this is a companion to one that I have called something like Contemplative Mandalas or something. But these are designs and patterns, and there's mandalas in here as well. And you know, like pattern pages. And whoa, that's tiny. That'll be magnifying glass time. But I love these kinds of books. I have fun. So yeah, and this is a gorgeous book. Beautiful paper. And finally, I got Color the Classics. Now this is a series of, I think, 5 books by an Asian author. Here we are, Jae-eun Lee. And the stories are in here. They've been abbreviated. And then we go along and have pictures. and some frames, some full pictures. There we go. There's a nice big full picture. No, is it or isn't it? No, it's not double-sided. It's just two similar pictures. There we go. Those are nice. Oh, look at that. Look at the Oz. That's really cool. Okay, yeah. So, not sure if I'm going to get the other books in this series or not. Bookoutlet still has one. They have the Snow Queen. And then, oh, they have an index at the back of the pages. So that's cool. I like that. I've only seen it done in a few books. So, that is my book outlet haul for this month. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've found a few there that you might put into your basket or try to track down if they're not there anymore. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and I appreciate all the thumbs up and the people who are clicking on the ads. I really appreciate that. That is a way you can support my channel to help me have content on here to show you. And also for people who are using my Amazon links to books, that I'm very grateful for that. That all adds up eventually and will help with my channel as well. So thank you to all those who support my channel. And if the least thing you can do is watch my video, then that helps support my channel too, if you watch it all the way through. So thank you. And in the meantime, until next time, bye-bye.